So today is March 2nd. I just got done. She's making weird noises. Hi, Gracie. Ah, there we go. Hello. Um, Dropping Neil off at the airport. It's like 6:30 a.m. and I don't have to leave for work for a couple of hours. So one of the things that I want to start doing is vlogging, just to start kind of documenting my life and just um, things that I've done and that kind of stuff. More of like a, yeah, this is going great so far. So it's almost been a week since our half marathon, the Disney Princess Half Marathon, which was on February 25th. And I just kind of wanted to reflect about that. This is my medal. Um, so leading up to it, we sort of trained like off and on. My longest run was 6 miles, and a half marathon is 13.1, and so it was very daunting, um, very daunting to start the half marathon, especially with so many people that run the Disney Princess one. It's like 20,000 people, I think. The exact number is 20,448 because I wrote it on the medal. So it's just crazy. And for the first mile, we jogged, and it was like a 13-minute a mile pace. And then from there, we just jogged 1 minute and then walked 1 minute and kind of kept that interval going for about 8 or 9 miles. 8 or 9 miles around that mark is when it started getting really difficult, and then we just kept adjusting it from there. So once the minute on, minute off interval was really difficult, then we started 30 seconds jogging, 45 seconds walking, and then when that got too difficult, around like 10, 11 miles, it started 15-second jogging, 45-second walking, and then just kind of whatever I could do at the end, and then a little walking. um, so the minute on, minute off pace was about a 13-minute mile pace, and then the 30-second jogging, 45-second walking was like a 15-minute mile pace, and then we started getting slower to a 16-minute mile pace, but we finished 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 53 seconds. So just barely under the 15-minute mile mark, which was exactly what I was trying to do. So I'm pretty proud about that. Um, the recommendation for the half marathon is you have to run at a 16-minute mile pace, like that's the slowest, but they recommend 15-minute mile pace so that you can have time for pictures and bathroom breaks and anything that you need to do. So that was definitely my goal, is to get under that the 15-minute mile pace. But there were plenty of people that finished way after us. I was number placed 10,733 out of the 20,448. So we finished around 3 hours 15 minutes, and the slowest, or not the slowest, but the last person that crossed the finish line finished at 4 hours and like 50 minutes. So we were fine. I mean, I really psyched myself out with knowing that there are balloon ladies who run at that 16-minute mile pace and put balloons in the mile marker. So if you see the balloon, you know that you're running below that pace, and that you can be picked up by the van. And if you do get picked up by the van, they don't just take you to the rest of the people. They don't take you to catch up. They just take you to the finish line. I don't know if you still get a medal if you get picked up by the van, but I was like, that's not gonna be me. I don't want to do that. So the other thing is that we started in G corral, and there was one corral that was after us. So when they start the race, it's like the first part of A and then the second part of A, and the fireworks are constantly going off. So it's not just like they send off the fireworks once and then everybody goes. It's broken up into, the corrals, and the start times are staggered. So the balloon ladies, they keep that 16-minute mile pace, but they start after like everybody has gone. So we were pretty safe being in G corral because we were kind of toward the front of that corral too. So we were the first section to go of that section. um, so yeah, so we would have. There was no reason to worry. I was just, yeah. Um, oh, also the race itself. I mean, it's definitely difficult and it pushes you um, towards the end. It's really hard to keep running, even to keep walking. if if it's your first half marathon, or if you've never traveled that far by foot before, which I haven't. But by far the worst part of the whole experience wasn't the race. It was walking back to the car. Afterwards, they give you snacks and you know water and Powerade and all that kind of stuff. And they have tents set up for more merchandise if you wanted to buy it. I only bought a magnet at the Runners Expo. Everything's so expensive. Um, and they have a tent for massages and the stage and all this kinds of stuff. And I know that Neil wanted to look at everything, but my legs were starting so much. I was like, no, I just have to get to the car, and the parking lot is kind of far, so that really sucked. Like that was the worst worst walk. I think that's my computer. Um, and then we live in Orlando, but it was like a 30-ish minute drive back, and I completely like knocked out. So yeah, Neil's running app counter thing said that we burned 1,700 calories. So that's pretty crazy. And yeah, that's all I have for right now. Say goodbye, Gracie. Bye, Gracie.